Welcome back to Worthy Family Homestead. Well, we got a lot to do today. We're going to try to get it all done before dark, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we're going to try. We're going to try to work on this back pasture for Buck. You know, we've had him in the barn the last few weeks because he can't see and don't want him to get hurt, run through the fence or anything. So we're going to come out here today. A little windy, a little cooler than it has been, which feels pretty good for what we're going to be doing today. But we're going to try to get some posts in the ground, try to get some fence up, try to get a couple of gates up today, try to get it all together. And if you remember, we had talked about going to try to get a small building or something for Buck to get under out of the weather back here in the back. Well, you know, we went to a place that sells little buildings, and we actually went last Saturday and ordered one. What we ordered was an 18 by 21 carport, and we're going to have both sides and one end closed up so that way he can get in and out of the weather. And it will be a whole lot quicker than me trying to build something with no more time than I have sometimes. So last Saturday we went and ordered it, and they said it'd be about 4 to 6 weeks, which, you know, things are kind of backed up a little bit now like they are. But when I was working Tuesday, I believe it was, I got a phone call, and it was the folks from the carport company. They said, hey, says, just letting you know that we will be there at your house Thursday and go ahead and put your building up. I said, this Thursday? They said, yeah. So I come home and we got everything ready. Sure enough, Thursday morning about 7:15, there come the truck in the driveway, and those boys had showed up, and look what they left us. So we got Buck 18 by 20 carport shelter. We enclosed 2 sides of it, left the front open of it so he could go in and out. But like I say, it was a whole lot quicker than what I could have got it done. And it was a whole lot quicker than what I thought they were going to get it done. When they said 4 to 6 weeks, I was like, well, that's the best I can do. That's what we're going to have to do. But I tell you what, they did a really good job on it. It's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. Like I say, with it being enclosed, it makes it a lot different than the one I saw on their yard that day. They had just the top on it. And it's good. A day like today, you can really tell with the wind blowing, it's warmer under there than it is outside. And like I said, they did a really good job on it. Like I say, it didn't take them but about 3 hours, and they had this thing put together, and it was ready to go. And like I said, the boys did a good job. They actually came, and the ground was pretty level anyway, but what they did is they actually took a shovel, and they leveled the ground out before they put it together. And they did a really good job. And like I say, I'll put a link down at the bottom in the description of who I got this from. And if anybody in our local area is interested in a car shelter, or they do metal buildings, they have regular wooden buildings and everything else too. But I'll put a link down at the bottom for their information if anybody's interested. It's close by. Like I say, you can see we got a couple of gates there and a few posts there. We went to track supply early this morning and picked those up, trying to get all that put together. I thought I had a little more time to get this done, but I'm kind of glad they went ahead and brought it, so we can go ahead and get this done, get Buck out of the cow barn, get him out here where he can do a little grazing and not be shut up in that barn all the time like he is right now. So we're going to get busy, try to get the fence put up today before it gets dark. We got a little late start today because, like I say, we had to go first thing get feed this morning, then went to track supply and got a couple of gates and some more stuff we needed for the fencing. So we're running a little bit behind this morning, but we're going to try to see what all we can get done today. All right, so I'm going to set me a gate post right here in this corner. I'm going to start the fence here, and we're going to run it straight back up to the other fence, and we're going to cut the section off for Buck. And so have my little square place to run, or rectangle place to run, and won't have the corners to go around. So hard part's getting the wooden post buried. The T-post won't be that bad. Whew, I need my feet here. Anyhow, so let's go ahead and get some holes dug.
You have to go get mine, too.
Huh?
You have to go get mine, Dad. That one is cool.
That's in line with the fence, ain't it? I'm gonna put my post right here. Another post will be right here, so I can wrap around. That way I can swing the gate either way if I need to. That'll work right there. Well, I'm probably gonna come over here a little bit more because then we're gonna stick out just a little bit. Let me hold this in right here. That's gonna stick off. I think I pull it in just a tiny bit. Probably gonna stick off about like that. That is, I'm gonna put my post right here. Anywhere along there will be good. All my other posts are 15 feet apart, so I'm gonna keep it the same with this right here. Got my rolling wheel here, that's easier to measure with. And so we're gonna put them about 15 feet apart and see how many we need. A little rough on bumpy ground, but it'll count. Feet right here. Let's see how far it is from here to my gate post. It's 12 foot from the last one to my gate post. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that'll be fine. I'd rather have it a little shorter than too long. So I think we're gonna leave it at 12 foot to the gate post. I just hit my toe. Oh, not the steel toe part either, on the side. Whew. When I finished this whole place in, I kept having to count my knobs where they were on the post every time. I got tired of counting, so I got sorry. Got my tobacco stick. I marked the tobacco stick everywhere I need to have a knob at, so all I got to do is stick beside the T-post. Wherever there's a mark, I put a knob, so I ain't got to keep counting so much. All right, T for top. Now I can just put one here. I put one here, and one here, and they all should be equal out about the same. They won't be exactly the same because the kind of land goes up and down a little bit. You'll see some posts a little higher than others, but it'll be pretty doggone close. If I should put a patent on that. Go ahead and start. I bet I can make $1 million. I don't know. It's a pretty good idea though. It's like a template. Might be to retire tomorrow. Shoot.
Is this rain today?
I don't think so. It rained yesterday.
That's it. Blue.
As windy as it is, it ought to snow.
It's cold today.
This is the kind of insulators we're going to be using on this fence. These are good for the wooden post. They got a long spike that screws in. And I like about these is these are plastic. And I've had porcelain before, and when you get a lot of force on porcelain, sometimes they'll break. And these plastic ones I've not had any problems with yet. But the thing I really like about them the most is if you see right here in the very top, there's a little square hole cut out. That fits a 1/2 inch ratchet. So the way I put these in So of course I got my old Hercules here. But you get you a little old adapter that goes, you can buy them anywhere. I got these at Harbor Freight, I believe. But they're going to a drill or whatever. But it fits right in that hole. Once I put it into my Hercules, it puts it right in there for me, so there's no issue at all for me to put it in. So, got the bit stuck in right there. And I'm gonna, as easy as could be. That's how easy it is with that thing. All right, now we'll come out with the wrench and we'll tighten these up like they're supposed to be, but they're pretty tight right on already, but we'll tighten them a little bit more, make sure they're good tight. I may not tighten them today. I may wait till that post ends up setting up a little bit more for the concrete, because they don't put a lot of pressure, because you start ratcheting these things in, there's a lot of force, and I don't want to pull my post over. I want it to sit good. So that's probably about the times I'm gonna get them today. I may come back tomorrow afternoon and tighten them up on like I need to, but I'm gonna try to get that gate hung before it gets dark. And when you hang a gate, always have your bottom one, your bottom hinge, where the fence sit, where the gate is set down on top like that. Turn your top hinge upside down, so the gate goes like this. That way, if a bull or something gets to it, if you got both these turned straight up, he'll hit it, he'll take his head, he'll knock it right off the hinges, he'll be in and out. If you got it this way, it's locked at the top and the bottom, and he can't get it off the hinges. All right, so the way these gates are made, they've got an adjustment right here. You can move this up and down as you need to, and that gives you the opportunity to hook that in upside down. So see, it's just like that. Now I'm gonna tighten my bolt up. I always use the right tool, but I didn't bring it with me.
Oh, don't hit the fence.
And by the way, that fence is hot right there, so you know what's gonna happen if I touch it with this wrench, don't you? It's gonna hurt. And it probably, if I turn it the right way anyhow. I'm on the wrong side. Trying to do it. All right, that gate's hung. It ain't going nowhere.
Focus on what we're doing.
So what I'm gonna do, instead of having to run all this wire, that wire goes over halfway back down to where the other stretchers are. Instead of wasting all this good wire, I'm just gonna splice into it right here, make the short connection. It'll be just good as the regular strand anyway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take and make me a loop in one end. So I'm gonna do is just twist it right around like this. Shoot, I need to have a pair of pliers back. God, these are some stiff pliers. Hold that wire just a minute. There we go. Now we're working. Alright, so all I'm gonna do is I just made a little loop in it. I'm gonna hold on to that loop with this pair of pliers. I'm just gonna start twisting this side around. I'm gonna get it pretty tight. So that's what I've ended up with. A little loop in the wire on this end. Now what I'm gonna do, this is what I was supposed to do. I got it. Stick this in here.
What are you doing?
Stick that in through that loop. Just grab it with your pliers. And don't let go. Gone, I do reckon to come in now. Anyway, stick it through there like that. Grab a hold of your wire. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this side with a tensioner on it tight as I can with my hand. And then I'm gonna bend it back like that. And I'm gonna get a small loop in there. Then I'm gonna take both of my pliers. I'm gonna hold this side still. I'm just gonna work it around. This wires won't be aggravating today. Tell you what, if I hold both sides together, there we go. Now we got it going. That right there. Got my better pliers right here now. Cut this right here off. Put that right there. And now when I go back down to my stretcher, I can stretch that good and tight. And that'll hold up as long as the fence lasts anyway. So I'm gonna do that to the other 3. And then we'll go tighten the fence up and hopefully get Buck in here in a little bit. See how he likes it. All right, we've got the gate and everything fixed for Buck. So we're gonna bring him in and see how he does. He's still a little spooky coming out of the barn a while ago, so. He's like, what is that? Let him think about it a minute. He's processing it. Let me step on the inside, maybe he'll come on in. Or run over me one, I don't know which. Come on, Buck. Come on. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is your new house. Don't you like your new house? Huh? You see me over here walking up? You see me walking up? Hmm? You see me? You see me walking up? Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. It's all right. It ain't gonna get you. It ain't gonna get you. Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, right there. You good. He made a couple steps. Just let him rest a minute. Let him look at it. We'll see how he does with it. He's got to check and blow a little bit. He'll be a lot better out here than he will in that barn.
Yeah, he's starting to making his tongue hang out. He's getting depressed in there. He didn't used to be on the
Walk him up a little bit more. Come on.
Maybe on this side of him.
Come on. Come on in. Hold right there. Hold right there. You good. Now come on here. Check it out. Now make sure if anything spooks him, you ain't in his way now. Just let him nose around and look. What do you think? Grace under here too. Once we get his feet under here and probably put his water back up yonder on the fence line like we do at the house, because I don't have to take water way out here every day. We'll put a speed bucket here somewhere. I might can take and tie.
Tie it somewhere.
I might can tie something right here to hang it up, hang that bucket up, because he's used to sticking off the ground anyway. Yeah. So I probably got something in the shop over there that we can probably do that with. So, don't take his haul off. Just take the lead rope off and just let him go. We've got to do it sooner or later. Yeah, he's been wallering in that stall. He's turned orange. Yeah, we'll stand there and just let him sit a minute. As long as no pine cone or something hits top of that barn, he probably stay right there. If something hits that barn, he's gonna fly. That one nut will probably hold it, but he's going to be shaking this bucket back and forth. So I'm going to put another one on the back, just to keep it a little tighter so it don't back off. There, he won't tear that off. And he can eat all he wants to. That'll hold it. For the time being anyway. We'll do something else later. I may end up going and get me a tie-down ring and putting it up here like I had in the barn, and use some self-tapping metal bolts to put it in with, and that way it'll be a little steadier than it is now, but he can make do with that for now. Since I've been working on the fence so much, I'm gonna check, make sure I got voltage on it, make sure everything's still working. So we're gonna get us a good ground. We're gonna hang it right here.
What's that doing?
No, it's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything?
We got a problem somewhere. Well, anytime I work on a fence, I like to go back and check it with the tester, make sure everything's all right. And I'm kind of glad I did this time, because I got current all the way from the barn, all the way here in front of the house, and down the new section of fence we just put up and around the light pole. But on this stretch behind me, which goes all the way down, all the way behind, all the way down to the pond, all the way back up to the road, back around the other house, and back around to the old cow barn, has no current. So, did a little figuring. I went around and I found out that my power stops right here at this new post that we put in today, or yesterday, or whenever it was we did it. So I got thinking about it. And I had the little stretchy spring gates that stretched from here to here. And what I had forgot about is those stretchy spring gates are metal, just like an electric fence. And they actually carried the current from that side to this side. So what I've got to do now is they've got some small plastic pipe that you can run your electric fence through and actually bury in the ground, go under your fence post or under your gates. I don't have any of that, but we did find some air brake line inside the shop a while ago, so we're gonna see if we can make do with that for now and get some juice on the rest of this fence.
I told you to hook them gates back up.
Well, I didn't think about it till right now. We can find out that we ain't got no juice. Well, we had to make a quick trip to Tractor Supply a while ago. The pipe that we were going to use didn't work. It was just not quite wide enough. And so we had to go back and get the actual pipe from Tractor Supply, which is a little bit thicker. So what I'm going to try to do now is try to get this wire through there and go ahead and get it buried before it gets dark, but we're getting kind of short on time. So I got my electric fence wire in my knob there, and what I want to do is I may come around the back, because I want this to be up under here like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run it through here like this, and I'm going to run it into that knob. I got so many wires in there I don't want to see. I don't want it to be like that. if it rains inside of it, it's gonna get water in there and it's gonna short my fence out till the water dries out. So what I normally like to do, but I got so much wire in this hole right here, is I'll stick it through my knob. But I think what I'm gonna do this time, and just instead, is I'm gonna bring it up right here, and I've got enough slack, I believe. I'm gonna bend it around like this, and I'm gonna wire it in like this. That way if it rains, water won't get in there. And it's up on that knob like that. So I'm gonna actually put it, I'm gonna dig that out a bit more and put it beside that post. Oh. That way it's out of the way. Okay, of course I made the line too long, so I'm gonna fix that. I'm fixing to cut off some of this extra cable. And trying to see how much I want to need. I'm probably gonna leave it to about right there. I'll make sure I got plenty. I don't want to cut off too much. To do the same thing we did a while ago to make sure this thing doesn't get any water in it, how about kicking that over the line there for me? I'm going to wrap it right here. A couple turns. How about, I'm going to come right there too. Kind of need this extra for one more time in there. Now what I'm gonna do with this extra. Right now I've got power just on the bottom strand, but I'm gonna hook this extra long piece. See how much I got. I got way too much there, so I'm gonna cut some of that off. I'm gonna cut it about right there. So now what I'm gonna do is to get juice on all these, I'm gonna connect them together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook this one to here. Just want to go to here when those is running. That one to here. And this one to here. So now, sun's about to leave us. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, because that line under the gate over there, the line under that gate there goes on in here and supplies current to this one. So I need to hook this one to these three as well. So we're gonna do the same thing. Yeah. All right, so now Kim's gonna run back to the barn on the side by side and plug it in, and we're gonna see if we got current all the way around. All right, she's back, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my old fence tester. I'm gonna check and see what we got. So we're gonna see here. All right, I don't know if y'all can see that flash or not. It starts at 600 volts, goes up to 7,000. And it's blinking all the way up to the top. So we got it on that one. Got it on that one. That one. And that one. So we got juice all the way down. So, with that being done, sun's going down, and that's going to wrap it up for this video. But again, we appreciate you joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you like what we're doing here, just let us know. And if you learn anything, let us know that too. Like I said, I'm still learning as I'm going too. Some of these old things I'm doing here is what my daddy and my grandpa always taught me. So if y'all's daddies or grandpas taught y'all anything like that, hey, I'd be glad to know it too. Cause like I say, my daddy and grandpa's been gone a long time, and that knowledge is gone with them. And what I didn't learn while they were here is gone. So if anybody else has got a grandparent that wants to tell them something, hey, I'm telling you, take it from me. You need to listen to them because you'll use it one day. All right, join us again next time. Again, we appreciate it.